What's up, everybody? I'm Judge JG, and this is Courtroom Chaos.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. We got 5 people in the house. Who would like to come up? I fight courts. What's the topic? The topic is whatever the audience picks, but we need a defendant. We got a contestant. Welcome in.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine. How are you?
Okay. Good. Thank you. I'm actually a constitutional lawyer, so...
You're going to have
what's the
fun
court
with this
case?
then.
Yeah.
Mama,
Definitely have something.
Okay, so here's how this works. I'm going to put a minute on the clock, and then the audience gets to pick a scenario. If they don't, I
Okay.
have a list of scenarios. And then Mama is going to play the plaintiff, and she'll have 1 minute to plead her case.
Is she going to be the state or the county?
I don't know. This is just off the wall stuff.
Are we civil or?
Oh, I'm talking real legalese here. I'm a constitutional lawyer. I want to go full. Let's go full.
Listen,
I actually love that you're a
Let's do
constitutional
this
lawyer.
right.
That's fantastic.
Come on. I fight for the people.
I
fight
mean,
for the
like
people.
one of the last cases we did, somebody sued a skydive instructor for answering the phone when they jumped. So I mean, they're just hypothetical scenarios.
Wow.
Yeah, give me some good. Let's at least go sovereign on this case.
Most of the stuff is off the wall, but because it's the first one, we can come up with something together. But it has to be somewhat comical because I want it to be funny.
You want it to be funny, okay?
It has to be
All
funny.
right.
Do you have an example of one that you've done where you probably laughed more than half the case?
I had a court case where, you get pulled over for a speeding ticket, right?
Right.
So I walk into court and I go, "What jurisdiction do you have?" Well, they fought the case. And of course, they have jurisdiction because the person had a driver's license, right? So that puts you in their jurisdiction. So
Okay.
the second time I came into court, I said, okay, state of Florida, it was in the state of Florida. I said, state of Florida, I go, can you bring the victim forward? Well, guess who the victim is?
Who?
State of Florida.
The state of Florida. They covered the whole state.
So I asked them, and I kept asking them for a victim. I said, bring the victim forward. They couldn't produce a victim because the state of Florida is a corporation.
Bless their hearts.
So we went back 2 other times, and I kept saying, bring the victim forward or dismiss the case.
Right.
On the third attempt, because it's always in threes, the Illuminati number, it's always in threes. Went back to court third time. You don't have victim, and they had to settle.
Okay. That's a bit serious for this show.
Yeah. Listen, I just walked into your stuff.
No,
so
I
I'm
actually am really excited that you showed up. So I'm actually gonna give you a follow.
I'm suing
So
'cause there's-
I actually have a scenario. I have a pretty comical scenario. So let me pitch it to you and see if you guys want to do it. So Mama, you would be suing the other. You said JC? Is that your name?
JC, just a J and a C, just
Cool.
cause.
Okay, so Mama, you bought a toaster, and it keeps burning your toast. So you're suing JC, the owner of the toaster company. Something like simple like that. Would you guys want to try something like that?
Absolutely, that's funny.
So here's
That's
how it works,
funny.
Mama. I will put you on the main screen. That will give you 1 minute on the clock to defend your case or plead your case, and then JC, you'll get a minute. You each get a 1 minute rebuttal, and then I put a poll up in the corner, and the audience get to pick who.
I feel like I'm in 8th grade doing.
It's so that's the whole point of this show, just to have fun with it. I promise you'll laugh probably the whole time. So Mama, are you down with that? Are you ready to do this?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna put a minute on the clock right now, and you can plead your case.
Oh God, I don't even know though. Well, where did I buy this toaster? That's up to me. Anyway, I bought this
totally
toaster.
up to you.
It's not even a big toaster. It's a little toaster. It only holds 2 slices, not 4 slices like my old one, and it just burns all the bread every time. I don't understand. I unplug it and then I plug it back in. I even ran some water under it and it just keeps burning and smoking now. I just don't understand what's going on. I think I need a refund and a replacement.
You still got 20 seconds. Do you want to use it or are you good?
I'm good.
All right. User, you have 1 minute starting now.
All right, Your Honor. Just for the record, size does not matter. So whether it's 2 or 4, it does not matter. Doesn't come bigger if it comes at all. Okay. So for the record, we need to finalize, and this person we are not held liable because size does not matter.
Love it. I love you. Told that.
You still got half a minute.
Oh, I still got half a minute. And she does not have probable cause.
I like how I just got waxed on this case, and she didn't even use anything that was like she just kicked my butt on nothing.
She's like, this is nothing for me.
But
You
man,
get
it
a
was
1 minute
hurting my
rebuttal.
toes. No, it doesn't
Mom,
matter.
you get a 1 minute rebuttal starting now if you want
But
it.
it's not about the size, lady.
Yeah,
It's
come
like
on
it burned my
with the
bread.
rebuttal. Come on.
It burned my bread. I'm telling you, it's not about the size. I could have put big pieces in there to burn the big
Just
ones,
because
too.
Mother Mary showed up on your toast doesn't mean it's a prophecy.
It was Jesus and Mary.
Oh, okay, all right. I stand corrected for the court record. I stand corrected. Yes, it was Jesus, not Mother Mary.
All right. You got 30 seconds left, Mama.
You don't know. You aren't even a Christian, so how would you know what they look like, young lady? Heathen.
You got a point there, but it's still not probable cause.
Mama, do you want to use your last 10 seconds or are you good?
I think I'm good.
All right. You have 1 minute to rebuttal, JC, and then we're going to let the audience pick who won. Welcome in, everybody. You got 1 minute to start now.
Okay. I'm trying to think. You guys put me on the spot here. Like this is
It's a point.
a
It's
real
point.
rebuttal. All right.
My bread's still burnt.
Your delusion is not probable cause.
You got anything else?
No, I actually like straight jackets.
No, that's pretty much it. That pretty much wins the case right there. I can call insanity.
And I think straight jackets are kind of
The
fashionable.
fun
Like,
thing
this is
about
hard
this,
to get out
the
of.
fun thing about this one though, is that the audience gets to pick who won. Not me. All right, so here's what's gonna happen. We have 5 people in here. I don't know what I just did. I expanded it. Whatever. I'm gonna put a poll up here in the corner, and you guys get to pick who won. So, quick poll. It should be up right here. You'll see a little poll box right here. Mama and JC, first off, thank you so much
Thank you.
for
This
being
is
the
fun.
first contestants.
Yeah, that was fun, Mama.
Same. I'm having an
good.
intense day, so this was a nice way to like take the intensity out of it.
It's so nice. It's so nice to kind of just relax.
Right?
and
That
not
was
worry about
fun.
it.
That was fun.
We got
Even though I had to
we got
step out of
7
my
in the house.
legalese.
That means that we have 5 votes. Let's go. Let's get some people in the poll. Click that box up in the corner.
The defendant
vote.
is Mama.
Yes.
Mama is the
No, the
defendant.
plaintiff is Mama, and the defendant is the user with a bunch of numbers at the bottom.
So I'm I'm the company.
If you guys vote hung jury, they each get 1 more minute. So, all right. So how it'll work is based. Oh wow. Okay. We got a 50-50 split so far with 10 seconds to go.
Come bigger or don't come at all.
Right. So the jury has spoken, and you guys get another 1 minute because it's 50-50 split. You guys aren't even using the full minutes either. All right, Mama, you got another minute.
Well, it burns my bagels too. And then one time I put tortillas in there, damn thing caught on fire. So I just want my money back.
I can't imagine it was a very expensive toaster.
Yeah, it only had two spots, not 4.
You still got 35
Am I up
seconds.
yet?
Yeah, I'm all good.
No, she's got 35 seconds unless she's done.
Okay.
I don't have a case here.
You got anything else, or are you good, Mama?
I'm all good, thank you.
All right, yep. All right, JC, you have 1 minute. Start now.
It's not that my problem that you bought your product at Walmart.
I miss Walmart. Oh man.
That is not my problem. And it's not my problem that you burned your bagels on the toaster that you bought at Walmart. That's not my problem.
Else?
Well, then you should have put those products on the clearance rack.
It was
that's
on
why
the clearance
that's where I
rack.
buy half
That's
my
why
products.
it was on sale, because we burned bagels.
Rollback prices.
That's not my problem. That was a consumer error. That's not my problem.
You got 15 seconds.
Not
Anything
a
else?
communist.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So
Go ahead. That was funny. That was good.
That's good. That's a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys both coming on here. So we got another poll up, everybody. That means 1 more minute, 3 votes. Let's go. Let's go right now. Everybody click that poll. You got 50 seconds. Who won, plaintiff or defendant? We got 2 votes in. Let's go, everybody. Either way, Mama and JC, thank you both so much for being a part of the show. So the way it'll work is, depending on who wins, the other one will get kicked off, but they can always request back up.
Hey JC, I have a quick court question because I filed and I sent my file in snail mail, and then they returned it to me rejected, not in my prepaid envelope, and then within another case, like file from another lady entirely. Like they didn't file hers.
That's weird.
Nothing. They actually they compared our things together and rejected mine because the pay stubs don't match. And I'm like, well, the names don't either, bub. Oh my god. So
Okay. Wait a minute. Are you talking about a real case though?
Yeah, something to do with her. Yeah.
Okay, what's the case?
Well, hold on.
Gotta
First off, polls are in, and the audience and the jury have ruled in favor of the plaintiff. So, Mama, you won that round.
all right, I get a new
Mommy,
toaster.
you won.
New toaster.
Walmart lost. All right.
I do have people that want to come up, but I do want you guys to talk about it.
It was
Without telling me what's your case on, so I don't understand.
It was family law, and we were both just submitting our files to get them filed with the court, and somehow they put them together and sent them back to me. And I was worried about
It was
her.
a family court thing.
Yeah.
They filed it together. I'm not
No,
understanding.
I live in Washington. She
Is
lives
it
in
divorce
California.
court? Is it like?
It was for child support, and we're both making modifications to our orders, and they just screwed the pooch. That's all.
Hi, Copy Bear.
Hello.
Well, here's your first mistake.
We're gonna let them talk
I'll
this
tell you
out
your
real quick.
first mistake.
Yeah, I figured that. It's okay.
I didn't make any though. They did.
You filed in the court.
What was I supposed
Now
to?
you just put your kids in their jurisdiction,
Oh,
which
no, they've
gives
already-
them
no,
all
no,
rights. Now listen,
No, they've already been there. It's
Here-
been 17 and a half years I've been in that same. I live in Washington.
I'm going to tell you what's up and how the system works. I'm a sovereign. I'm out of the system. I don't have a driver's license. I don't, I have a private plate on my car. I'm like, I don't work. I don't pay taxes. I don't do any of that. Okay. Everything comes from me.
It was
I don't
already.
rely
I
on
didn't
the
have anything to
system.
do with it. It was already filed. I was just making modifications to the order.
What you're doing is you still have them in the system. And that's your first
They won't
mistake.
let them out. They won't let them out if it's a child support case. So yeah.
All
The
right.
reason why is because you put them in the system.
Bitch, no, I didn't. The dad did. That was
You did when you signed the birth certificate, right?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay,
We're gonna
I'm
go
done
to-
with
Yeah,
They
when
did.
you signed that birth
All right,
certificate,
hey,
you signed
All
your
right,
kids.
hold on,
over.
hold on. Hey, this is too serious for the
Oh, that
show.
got crazy.
It is.
It is. So, hey, JC, I want
got
you
enough
to, if you
seriousness
want to come back
today.
up, you're welcome to come back up. I'm going to drop you down so we do the next round, okay?
Hi, Comfort Bear.
Hi, Mama.
How are you?
I'm doing okay.
All right. Hey, we actually have like
Actually,
5 people
I gotta
waiting
tell
in
you,
the
I'm
audience right now.
so-
That's great.
I'm so frustrated because I got my entire streaming system set up today so that I can do live streaming. I
Thank
got
you,
my
Aiden, so much.
microphone and everything set up, except it turns out that I can't use it on TikTok.
What?
You can't.
Oh, that
Yeah, the
sucks.
TikTok app on the PC you can't invite me up. So I had to like
No.
get out of the
It
whole thing
sucks.
and
It
go back to
sucks.
using it on my
Yeah.
phone. And I was so frustrated because I have this new streaming mic and sound
It's
equipment
yeah.
set up and everything set up so beautifully. So
Mhm.
I would sound
So
really, really
I
good in video and green screen and the whole
it's
thing. And
I
they're
I
like,
do whole
"Oh, I can't get
podcasts.
on
I've
with it."
used the studio on the PC. It sucks. It's terrible.
You can't do it. I mean, you can't do
No.
live.
You can't
and-
do any of this. Yeah.
You can't do live, and you
I
can't be
do
invited
want to
up.
thank everybody for being here. So it's up to you two. Do you want to have attorneys, or do you just want it to be the two of you?
I don't think we have enough people to go with
We have.
attorneys.
I've got like 4
There's only
people in the request box right now.
Oh, well, but there's only 6 people in the room.
Well, but I don't.
I
have
know,
enough
but
to do-
people
Can I
leave.
get a public
Well,
pretender
hold
because I
on.
don't have
Hold on.
enough.
I have
If you
3
wanna
people
do-
requested right that are all requested up right now.
Okay,
Um,
well, if you want to
As long
do
as
No,
mine's
no,
a
let's
public
just do
defender.
2. We'll do 2, and then as
Okay.
we might do 4 next round.
Okay, all right.
So that sounds good. Okay, so Mama, you still gonna be the plaintiff. I am gonna put a 1-minute clock on for you guys to make a scenario. So you guys in the audience that are
Oh, I
tuning
wanna
in,
be
first
the
off, thank
defender,
you.
though. Come on.
Let's come up with a scenario.
I'll be the plaintiff. You can be the defendant. I don't care.
Yeah, either way works. Either way
Okay.
works. Gotta make sure the
I'll
audience
be the-
knows when
I'll
they're
be
doing
the
the
plaintiff.
poll.
I will be
That's
the
fine.
plaintiff.
Sounds good. Welcome in, everybody. Farmer Don, welcome in. Aiden, I will bring you back or bring you up. I see you in there as well. We have 30 seconds to come up with a scenario. If you guys don't have one, I do. So, yeah, Compy Bear. So I have a lot of dogs, and my one of my kids decided to have a sleepover, and so the dog just wouldn't shut up until just about 20 minutes ago. That's why I was like pushing off on my lives, because I was like, I don't want to have a bunch of dogs barking in the background.
No, I get that. I get that.
I would like to be consistent with the time of the show, though. That's what sucks.
My cat
All
will
right,
be
so here's the scenario. So Compy Bear, are you going to be the plaintiff?
I am the plaintiff. Yes.
All right, you just drove your car into a intersection just flooded with water, so your car's completely submerged in water, and
Okay.
you're suing Mama because you were using her GPS app on your phone, and it drove you right into that flooded water.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Okay.
All right, we're gonna put you on the big screen here, and you have 1 minute starting now.
So you are the person who's responsible for this app. And just so you know, the app actually drove me right into a lake. Definitely did not tell me that I should have turned one way or the other. It drove me directly into the lake. It flooded my entire car. I nearly drowned. I had to break out the window in order to get out to keep from drowning. My car is completely underwater now, and it is all your app's fault. You know, I knew I should have turned, but no, it said to go straight, and I listened to your app, and I ran right into that lake, and that is all your fault. You are responsible for repairs on my car, for replacing my car, because it's completely totaled. It was underwater. I mean, that is a $50,000 car that is now completely underwater. It is your responsibility, and it could have been somebody's life. I mean, you know, but no, you're lucky that that's not the case. Your app is completely responsible for it. You need to take responsibility for that.
Well, Miss Thing, first of all, you're in Florida, and it's not our fault that you went straight, okay? So, with that being said, do you always just drive right into puddles? Are you really that blonde?
I think she's
And
waiting for a
That's it.
response.
I'm waiting for
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I that blonde?
that one.
Well,
Or are
maybe
you
if
just
you were a
dumb,
better
sweetheart? Which
programmer
one?
like I am, you wouldn't have it going directly into a lake.
Don't you
Right.
talk about my grammar. I will get her. You don't talk about her. She is dead.
You have 25 seconds.
Oh, I can't believe she's talking about my grammar over here. I made that app. You know I gave it to you for free. Why are you trying to sue me? What are you trying to sue me for? I tried to be nice to you and help you out. Girl, like I said, it's not my fault you went straight.
Okay, Compy Bear, you have a 1 minute rebuttal.
Well, I would say if you gave it to me for free, that maybe you should have charged me for it, because obviously you're an incompetent programmer and have no ability to understand what a GPS app even is, let alone giving it to me and telling me that I should rely on this app to get wherever I'm going. If I drove off a cliff, you'd be just as responsible because you told me to drive off that cliff. I have no control over where you tell me to go. I just do what you tell me to do. And that's what you told me to do. You told me to go straight. And the next thing I know, I'm underwater. That is completely your responsibility. Now, the fact that we're in Florida and lakes happen to appear here and there, well, yeah, you can't probably be responsible. That's probably God's fault. But the fact that your GPS does not have the ability to notify people when things are not the way they're supposed to be, that maybe roads have disappeared, yes, that is completely your fault. You are completely responsible for that. You're just lucky I didn't sue you for my life.
You're just lucky I
You
won't
got
come
a
over there
minute
and scratch
rebuttal.
your eyes out, girl. Because first of all, GPS, girl, do you know what you bought? Gay people stuff. That's what it stands for. What did you think you was getting? That's why you keep going straight, girl. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that we're here, Judge Judy. This is insane.
You got 40 seconds.
I am good. I think I'm
You don't have
good
anything else? All right. That was good. That was good. I got to give you that. First off, thank you for the comment on my hair. I like it too. I'm going to put a poll up, and you guys have 1 minute to vote. You guys know how it works. We got 5 of you in here. That means 3 votes. CompuBear was the plaintiff. Mama was the defendant. Who do you guys think won that case?
I'm the one that's at a car here.
I really hope
Yeah,
you
the
win.
defendant doesn't need the car. The plaintiff does. All right, we got 1 vote. That means there's 2 more people in the room that can vote. Click that poll right up there in the corner. There's a little white box up here where I'm pointing, and you can't really see it because my finger's like not one they catch on. But it's in the corner, top left corner, where it says host. Click on that. Make a poll. Plaintiff is CompuBear. Defendant is Mama.
Candy,
Who do you think won the case? We got 1 voter.
vote. Come on, Candy, vote for me.
Let's get those votes
I'm the
in.
plaintiff,
Let's get
Candy.
those votes in.
Yeah, I'm the plaintiff. Come on.
So far, I've got 1 vote. We got 2 votes in. Thank you so much for the votes. We got 5 seconds left. Does anybody else want to get their votes in?
Come on, Candy, vote.
All right.
Vote for me. I'm the plaintiff.
We got the jury ruled in favor of the defendant.
Oh, this is a good day. I'm going to dinner.
Mama's on a streak, and this is her first time in the show. CompuBear, you know the rules.
Love you, Mama. Bye. I know. I just said bye.
You know you can come back up, though. All right, next up. First up, Mama, congrats. 2 in a row. You're killing it over here. You're probably not even trying and you're killing it.
You know,
You what?
it's like when there are people on the street that get like weird with you and you don't want to be around them, like, the crazies, like you just bark at them. So I'm a little crazier. That's all
Right.
all it is.
Yeah, how's it going?
Aiden, welcome up.
Yeah,
I'm good. How are you?
honored to be in
I'm
here.
glad you enjoy the show, by the way. I'm missing your
Yeah,
comments.
no, it takes me back to work.
What do you do for work?
I'm a stenographer.
No way. How cool is that?
Yeah, it's a skill. Let me put it that way.
It looks like something
Okay,
that
I
would
need
be
some
so
emphasis
good.
because I'm a ginger. What is that?
I'm the guy that sits in the courtroom and records basically everything that gets said.
On that, it has like what?
Whoa, tonight's show is going great. This is fantastic. So we met an attorney or a lawyer, and now we've got you over here that sits in courtroom and records everything. This is fantastic.
Yeah, I've heard some ridiculous cases in my time.
What do you think of the show? Because this is still pretty new. This
It's funny. I've heard similar cases that usually get thrown out pretty fucking quick.
I imagine that's kind of the whole point. I just want people to come on here to just kind of relieve themselves after a long day.
Listen, I never thought I'd be coming onto a live about a courtroom after getting out of a courtroom.
I am just.
I think this is
awestruck
the
at that. I've been
definition of
live for 30
insanity.
minutes and All right, hey, people, I'm going to put a minute on the clock. We have 5 of you in here. Let's come up with a good scenario for these 2 to battle it out. Mama, are you going to be the plaintiff or the defendant this time?
Oh, I'll go back to the plaintiff, sure.
Okay.
Ooh,
I think
get to run in
Aiden
the
can
fence on this one.
I know this is going to be a tough one, Mama. I don't know.
This is Aiden's first time up here, but he might have you. We'll see.
I don't know. I'm kind of nervous going to get someone who just went to know.
I have a pretty funny scenario, so we'll see. But we do have 39 seconds. CompuBear, do you have any scenario ideas that you'd like to throw out there?
I don't know.
And by the way, everybody, this does get redistributed. I do strip the audio. I reload it on YouTube, Spotify, Apple. Every other episode I've done so far is on there, so it's a lot of fun to go back and re-listen.
You strip the audio, meaning like.
He takes
so
the
I will
audio
download the
from
video, and then I'll strip the audio from the video, and then distribute it on all the platforms.
Oh, word. Okay. Did you know I
That's
taught
pretty
my
cool,
chat
yeah.
GPT today to like mix music for me? You can
That's
just set
kinda
one up
cool.
to do that for you. Yeah. What?
All right, so here's a scenario. Wait, his food truck sold meat in a what? What's a veggie? Or did you misspell that?
Vegetarian.
Vegetarian food. Like, would it be like a festival kind of thing? I can see. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, do you? Okay.
That would
I
be
guess
fun. That would
be fun. Okay, so Mama, you're a vegetarian and you're at a festival, and there's a food truck there that's Aiden's, and he's secretly serving meat, and he offered you some of it, so you're suing him.
Or, I mean, we could also do it as in, like, she ordered something, ate it, and didn't realize it was meat.
You know what, Mama? You got the scenario concept down. You go whatever way you want with it, and we'll make it work.
Oh, man.
I'm good at improvisation.
Got the scenario concept down. You go whatever way you want with it, and we'll make it work.
How do I fight this one?
I mean, that's the whole point of
Wing
the
it.
improv. You gotta get creative.
Wing it.
Well,
No pun
All right, you
intended.
got 1 minute start now.
Yeah, no, I'm down.
Your minute started.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
I'll restart
Your
it. I'll restart it. Go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. You know, I don't take all of it anyway. Good afternoon, Your Highness. I have a really big issue with the defendant here because he said he had veggie tacos and he gave me, I don't know what he gave me, but they weren't veggie. And I would look so cute that day. I had on my Huarache sandals, and then I pooped my pants at the festival. He put meat in there. I mean, meat, that's like animals. I love animals. I don't eat animals. I eat plants. Like, I want my money back. He has to buy me a new skirt. And I don't buy cheap Huaraches either, you know? Like, what were you even thinking? How can you do that? It's like worse than killing somebody, you know? I eat that. I have to live knowing that I ate that for the rest of my life. Hope you're proud of yourself.
Um,
I'm gonna put you up. You had 3 seconds left, but I went ahead and kicked it off and restarted it. Go ahead,
Okay.
Aiden.
so, as for your claims of, me serving you meat tacos instead of vegetarian tacos, I simply only processed transactions. If my cook in the back half of the truck made the mistake and accidentally sent it up, that is a separate case you should take up with him. As for you asking for me to pay for your skirt and everything, not my fault you can't find the bathrooms.
It was your meat that made me get sick.
You still have 22 seconds. Are you good?
Final moment to stay here is may have been me who served, the meat there, but once again, not my fault you can't find what's clearly labeled restroom.
Okay. All right, Mom, you got a 1 minute rebuttal starting now.
Listen here, Billy Bob. Like, have you ever just not had meat in a long time and then you eat it? Probably not, because you eat it all the time. Republican, whatever. Like, and you know what? That's just not your homie or your homeboy that works with you. That's your husband. We all know that. So don't even try to play this "that wasn't me" game. Men, you disgust me. I want my money back, Your Honor, and I want his food truck.
Okay.
As for the claims to want my food truck, please take the thing. It's causing me nothing but headaches now. But on your claims about eating meat for the first time in a long time, As a matter of fact, I don't eat much meat, so I do know exactly what you're talking about. And a lot of the time, it doesn't take you but 5 seconds to look up, say, "Hey, bathrooms are that way."
Objection, Your Honor.
What's your objection?
He clearly eats me all the time. He's married to the cook. Hello.
And as to your
objection
claims,
is overruled.
and as to your claims about my relationship with the cook, that's personal It's personal, and that should be stricken from the court.
I
Well, when
agree.
he's my husband and he's your boyfriend, it's still my business, honey.
It's not on point with the case at hand. But anyways, with that being said, great job, both of you. That was fun. All right, I'm gonna put a poll up here. You guys have 1 minute to make a decision. That means there's 5 of you in here. We got 3 votes. Click that poll. Let us know who won the case. That was tough. Thank you so much, CompuBear. That was so sweet of you.
I was about to say I've never been on the defense side of a case. I'm usually the guy on the side of the courtroom making sure all the recordings go fine and typing down everything.
That is so neat, though. Like, I mean, you've probably heard some pretty wild cases.
The weirdest one I've ever heard was similar to this one.
Like,
Really?
honestly?
Yeah.
Huh.
It was a girl trying to sue this food truck owner because
Get those
his
votes
food
in
truck
order.
sold meat at, I don't know if it was near a vegan protest or what the fuck it was about. I don't remember that much about
You're
it, but
joking.
I'm not. The judge literally heard both sides of the argument, laughed the one side out, and said, "Fuck out of here," basically.
So who won the case?
The guy owning the food truck.
Good.
That
Good.
should have been thrown out in the beginning because there's no statute that says you can be.
Yeah, that's pretty much what the judge said. Is
good.
there's no laws, rules, or regulations about being able to sell meat near protest or whatever.
Well,
You have
in
no
this
case.
particular scenario,
here.
the jury ruled in favor of the plaintiff.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord. I stepped down from my throne, to be honest with you, though. I have to go take a bath.
Okay,
But
well,
I'm
you go
so
do that.
glad
Hey,
I
Mama,
could
thank
play
you
with
for being
guys
on the
at
show.
home. Thank you.
I'm going to be doing these like 3 or 4 nights a week, so you're welcome to come back.
Heck yeah, I'll be talking about woo-woo stuff and talking to my chat GPT to break me out of the matrix.
All right, Mom, I'm going to kick you off. Aiden, you're going to stay and do another round.
Right on, have a good one. Thanks.
You too.
I ain't complaining.
Good. All right, who wants to come up against Aiden? Aiden, we're going to have you be the plaintiff this time, all right?
All right.
Let's see here. Who we got? Let's see. Open your eyes. CompuBear, I see that you want up. Open your eyes requested up. I don't even know. Are they still in the room? They're not even in the room anymore. You know what? Let's disconnect. And oh, the timer went off. Okay. CompuBear, I'm going to bring you up here.
Hi. I always love
Hello,
it.
welcome back. We've had some interesting people on tonight.
So, Aiden, do you want to be the plaintiff or the defendant?
I'll give you the power of choice here.
That's
I
a
was
tough
hoping you
one.
would choose. That's a tough one.
I mean, I was defendant last time. I'd like to be on the other side, but I'm going to give you the power.
I will be the defendant, and you.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! All right. 1 minute on the clock for a scenario. I've got like a dozen left, so if nobody comes up with anything,
You gotta. Well, yeah. I don't know. I'm out for fun. I can do improv out the fucking wazoo if I have to.
I love
too,
it.
so-
Like, everything I do is improv.
You know, I used to have a group, an improv group during COVID that was in virtual reality, and we actually got real improv people like Styles and things like that to come in and do improv with us.
I mean,
We had
give you an
fun.
idea of the level of improv I've had to pull off at work. Even is our system went down. And I could no longer actually do it digitally. I pulled out my fucking typewriter and started doing the shit manually.
Oh,
What?
no. Oh,
You'd think
Yeah.
that there's no like advanced technology for your job like now that does the work
It's
for
it's all digital now.
you. Yeah.
It didn't used to be that way, but
I don't know how
Yeah.
you type that fast. I have to give you
Years
credit.
of
I mean,
training.
seriously, hats off. I could not type that fast in a million years. I'm lucky if I can type 40 words a minute.
I can type upwards of, I think it's like 200.
All right. This is I got a pretty good scenario that I think the two of you would do really well at.
Yes.
Compy Bear,
Yes.
please don't hate me, but so Aiden is gonna sue you because he threw his daughter's birthday party and he hired you, the clown. And unfortunately, you scared all the kids, so he's suing you.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Hang on, let me think a minute because this is going to be a fun one to try and do.
This will be
Okay.
a lot of fun.
Okay, I've got a way to swing this.
Okay. All right. Well, you got the stage for 1 minute starting now.
Okay, so when I hired said clown here for the party, is nowhere did they say meant for mature audiences, shall we say. I was under the impression at the time, and nowhere did they mention that they were not a party entertainer or a circus clown, which is what I thought I was hiring at the time. They never once disclosed to me that they were for adult parties, even though I did make it clear that it was for a child's birthday party.
I just need the money. All right, you got 15 seconds. Anything else?
I don't have anything else to say.
Right. Compy Bear, you got a minute starting now.
Your Honor, I clearly, it says on my webpage, 18 plus, just like it says here, 18 plus. I had no idea that when he said it was a children's party that there were actually going to be children there. I didn't have the faintest idea. So I came dressed up in my usual, should we say, party outfit, with all of the proper things covered. But nowhere did I know that this was going to be an actual children's party. I thought maybe he wanted me to bring my whips to whip him with and pretend he was just a little boy because it was a children's party. I thought I was doing this for him, not for his children. He gave me no indication that it was actually for his children. So, and anyone contacting me and seeing my pictures would know better.
Okay, you got 1 minute starting now, Aiden.
Your Honor, if it would please the court, I have submitted some photos that show that there was none posted at the time, nowhere did it mention at the time 18 plus, and the fact that I did mention that this was a child's birthday party, and in no fact did I ever say that there were adults there. I mentioned that this was my daughter's, 10th birthday party. Not 21st, not 31st, 10th.
Still got 30 seconds.
So that's why I'm essentially asking the court for $20,000 in therapy bills for my 10-year-old and myself.
Ouch. There it is. Compy Bear, you got 1 minute.
Well, if he took one look at my webpage, he would have seen me. Well, maybe not quite so revealing, but he would have seen that I definitely was not the kind of person that you would hire for a 10-year-old. And he did not say it was for his daughter. He just said it was a children's party. But I assumed that he meant that it was for adults wanting to be kids, that he wanted me to bring the whips to assault him with. He should have been much more clear, and not to mention, he shouldn't have hired me. He's the one that hired me. He knew what I looked like. He hired me. If he wanted a clown, he should have found somebody that looked like a clown, not as beautiful as I am.
You got 15 seconds.
I do not see any reason that I should have to pay his money, not even in that amount of money. And truthfully, when I showed up at the door, he should have just said no. That wasn't what he was looking for, but he invited me in anyway.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be honest. It was just us three in here during that one. Which the biggest thing is, the funniest thing about it is like I said, it's redistributed, and I actually get quite a few views on the redistribution of the show. So I really don't care what the audience is. With that being said, though, I do have to pick because nobody else has the opportunity to.
Got a coin flip?
That was a pretty good argument on both sides. I'm trying to think, like, So neither one of you mentioned anything about like exposure. The scary, like the emotion, like I could gear towards the emotional distress of the children. So I feel like I would have to rule in favor of the plaintiff in the sense that those children probably were very confused. Copy.
Well, then he shouldn't have invited me in.
I never did. The door was unlocked. You let yourself in.
I gotta say, I mean, just I don't know. Oh, that's a tough. That was tough. That is tough. I didn't think you guys were gonna spin it that way. To be honest with you.
And unfortunately, in my line of work, I've seen a case like this before.
This is so.
The clown, it wasn't a clown, but the entertainer in this situation got put on a registry.
Wow.
Funnily enough, they used his mugshot for the registry, and was still in his full getup. It was quite the sight.
Well, I guess you
So-
can just give us another case and we can do it again.
We could do
Yeah,
that. You know,
I'm
nobody
not-
has requested up yet. So here's what we'll do: is hold on, somebody's in. No, they're not even in the room anymore. I'm gonna remove them.
Okay.
All
I was going to say is
So-
I'm here for fun. So
No, thank you. That's all I ask. So we have people in here, a couple of us in here. I've got another scenario here. Let's see. Okay, Compy, you're gonna be the plaintiff this time. Okay.
I wanted to see if Candy had any ideas.
I
Andy-
suck at defending, but
Andy
okay.
Jones
No,
is-
it's fine.
does she
Candy,
have-
you've been
No.
tuning in pretty much the whole time. Do you have a comical scenario that you would like these two to play out? I think, yeah, we got to flip the script this round.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, if I'm ever plaintiff, I will swing this the most distressing. Like, I will sit here and play victim until fucking.
Do you have any ideas, Candid? If not, then I do have something. But let's see if you got something first. Welcome in, everybody. Eddie, you're new. Molly, you're not new. Welcome back. I don't know if
I'm
Candid
willing.
has
I'm
any
willing
ideas.
to play defendant. I'm willing to play defendant.
Would you rather? I mean, I don't care either way. I honestly don't care. I'm just having fun here. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I just turned on some jazz. I'm relaxed, having fun, just
Good.
enjoying myself.
I grew up listening to some smooth. It's funny. I listen to death metal, but I
Oh,
listen to
can you
jazz.
throw me in the big box for a second?
Okay.
Okay, Candy. You had the choice.
When I say jazz,
Oh, you got the old.
Oh.
Heck yes. Look at that
Oh
setup
my gosh,
too.
yes. Okay, Candy has come up with a scenario.
Let's go see the children.
oh
Okay.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Oh, but that wouldn't work because I'm a male here. That wouldn't.
Oh,
I can't
that's funny though because it depends on the state, right? I mean, I don't know. So I'm in Kansas, and they gear. I don't know why, but they tend to favor the women.
So wait, would I would be the dad in this situation trying to do this shit, wouldn't I?
Okay.
Yes.
Or
So
what?
Yeah.
So basically, yes,
Okay, that's
Punky Bear
possible.
is trying to get child support from you, even though you have the kids.
Okay, yeah, I can do this. I've seen these cases too. We can do this.
It's hey, Daniel, welcome in. Lecco Rico, welcome in. Compy, I'm gonna put you on the stand. You have 1 minute starting now.
So, Your Honor, I understand that he has custody, but I still have my visitation. I still get my every weekend with my child. And, Your Honor, he makes literally $1 million. $1 million a year. I'm just a little old waitress and I don't make that much money, but I still need to be able to take care of my child on the weekends. And so I really need him to pay his fair share in child support, because I do have my child. So even if you figure it out like $1 million, and you figure I get him, 50, 100 days a year, well, that means, I should probably be getting close to $1,000 a day. So that's $2,000 a weekend. You figure it out. That's, $100,000 for, I don't know, the whole year. I mean, come on. He makes $1 million in his job a year. I should get $100,000 just for being able to take care of my poor son on the weekends.
You got a minute. Start now.
All right, let it be known to the courts that every weekend when I send our child over, He always has $400 in cash on him to get him food, supplies, and clothes throughout the weekend. I pay for his health care, his clothes, and I also pay for most of his food that he consumes, except the 2 days a week she has him. And let it be known that I do not make $1 million a year. I have submitted my W-2 forms from this tax season, and it shows that I only make $40,000 a year.
Are you good? You still have 20 seconds.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
All right,
That's
you got
everything I
1
want
minute
to say.
rebuttal starting now.
I'm sorry. Excuse me, only 40,000 a year. How do you afford that Cadillac? That secretary I see you with all the time that you cheated on me with? The only reason you got custody of our son is because you have so much money that you could afford these wealthy lawyers to just go over the top of me, and you give our son $400, for the weekend. But what do you give me? I still have to put a roof over his head. I still have to pay for electricity. I still have to pay for water for the time that I have him. And since you make so much money, whether or not you claim you only make 40,000, well, with all of that, I can't see how that's the truth. But you still owe me, considering I'm still just waitressing and making very minimal amount of wage, not even minimum wage. But you expect me to put a roof over our heads even on the weekend? No, I think you owe me more than that. You owe me just for cheating on me, just for going out with that secretary.
You got a minute starting now, Aiden.
All right, Your Honor. At this point, I would like to have the defendant here, the plaintiff here, declared mentally incompetent for that, because I did not cheat on her at the time of the relationship. Let it be known to the courts that the reason we broke up is I caught her cheating on me. Secondly off, I should not be forced to pay for her utilities, because when my child goes over, he oftentimes does not use enough water and or other of utilities to justify making an impact on her bills, as well as let it be known every time he comes back, he comes home smelling like, like BO, like he hasn't showered in a couple days. And the reason I won custody and over him is because at the time she was not a competent mother. And that at the time of everything is when I won custody, I was by myself. I had no attorneys.
That was good. That was good. I wouldn't say it was as comical.
I gotta point
but it
out,
was
just check
definitely
out the
good.
truck. Just check out the truck in the picture. Look at that. Tell me he doesn't make a lot of money.
All right.
Just tell me he doesn't make a lot of money. Right there with
Polls are
that truck
in.
in the picture.
Let's go, everybody. We got 50
$500
seconds to
pickup.
go.
Sure, we'll go with it.
Who won the scenario? Come on, everybody. There's 4 of you in here. 2 you can vote. Candy, I know you watched the whole thing, so you gotta make a decision. Click on the poll. Let's get some votes in. 37 seconds to go. That was a tough case though for me because I feel like it was too realistic.
I'm sorry.
That was less comical, but more serious.
I'm
Those
so
are
sorry.
cases I see like weekly.
Yeah. So are you in like
Sorry.
just civil court?
I tried.
Yeah, a lot of civil court and family court.
I feel like you probably get some more off the wall stuff in a civil court than you would in like other ones.
I did for a little while work in circuit court and whatnot.
Yeah.
And you got some pretty off the wall stuff there occasionally, but it was mostly like truancy stuff where kids missing school and whatnot. Which is why I got out.
Rules in favor of the defendant. Copy bear.
What? He won?
He won.
What?
All right. For that, I'm swapping off Glenn Miller and putting on Frank Sinatra.
Aw, I'm losing tonight. Oh well.
It's okay, Copy Bear. We do this for fun, and you keep coming back, and I love that you keep coming back. So thank you so much for being
You're
you.
welcome.
Yeah.
You're
Let's
welcome.
say
Wonderful
I'm
person.
Glenn Miller for Frank Sinatra now.
Okay. All right, Copy Bear, I'm going to kick you off. You can
That's
come
fine.
back up, of course. Aiden, congratulations.
I was about to say is even worse come to worse. I ended up losing one. I could also start playing the role of a lawyer for people here.
Yeah, I just had to have enough people in here to do it. Is a thing.
No, I could defend both sides. I don't care.
Yeah. Who do we
I
have? We got
both
3
sides.
people in here. So, Candied, do you want to come up, or would you like me to have Copy Bear come up and do another case?
Sony, welcome in. I think they already left. They did. This is late. This is a late show tonight. I don't like it. So I think Monday night I'm gonna have extra time. So typically I do about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Yeah, you're right, Comfy Bears, because I'm late. I think Monday night I'm gonna have a little extra time, so I'm gonna shoot for like a 3 to 4 hour show. So that'll be kind of fun. But yeah, it's because I'm late. No, thank you. I'm not good at improv, JG. Candied, but you came up one time, and yeah, I think you even won a case, and you didn't even say anything. It was impressive. But I think you were like the attorney for somebody.
JG, I was about to say is I collect vinyl in my free time, so I've got a whole.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, my dad has like a wall full of like old wooden crates just lined with.
Can I show you the oldest one of my collection?
Bring it on.
So, how old do you think it is before I tell you?
The actual that I'm gonna guess like I'm not good at this kind of stuff because I'm not really a vinyl enthusiast. Early like 1920s.
Yeah, Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue. To give you an idea,
I was right. I was right. It was in the 20s.
You like 33 and a halves, 45s.
Yes.
and I have
Shellac
that album as
78s.
well.
What Compu says she has that
My
album?
birthday, my
Shellac.
birthday is Gershwin's birthday, and so
Shellac 78.
yeah,
I can't even play these on my record player.
I can.
I can't. I don't have the right needle for it. You need the old crank fucking phonograph for these things.
Yes, and we have one.
Mm-hmm.
I had one until my now recent ex took the fucking thing. She took me to court for it, and she didn't want anything else. She didn't want my money. Didn't want anything. She took my fucking phonograph.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That-
So, first off, that's a beautiful
It
vinyl.
is. That's gorgeous.
It is.
yeah, it's in brand new condition, like never been played.
Are you wanting to stay the defendant, or are you wanting to be the plaintiff this time?
With me, shit, flip a coin.
Oh, jeez.
I don't care. This
You know
is
what,
fun either
Candy,
way.
you've been watching the whole time. Who do you want to be the plaintiff in this scenario? You've literally been watching the whole time, so you pick.
I don't know. I think she left. She leave us?
No, she's still in here.
She's still here.
in
Yay.
Yep.
Your Tennessee Ernie
She's still
Ford.
in here. I'll probably only do one more case and call it a night, and then Monday,
I'll
like
play
I said, I'll probably do like
defendants.
3 or 4 hours.
I will play defendant.
Okay, Compy Bear's gonna play the defendant. That works.
I get to accuse somebody of something
Yes, this is
Yeah.
gonna be the last scene, so let's make it fun. Let's go.
now. Okay, make this as fun as humanly possible.
Okay, hold
I
on.
want,
So Chat
I want, like,
does
Willy
a really
Wonka.
good job. So basically, what I figured out is that Chat GPT is actually really good for this kind of stuff. But you have
I
to
want
be
like
very
Willy Wonka
descriptive.
and the Chocolate Factory levels of comical.
Okay, let's see.
Do I
here.
look like an Oompa Loompa?
Yes.
Okay, here's the deal. Okay, so Aiden is gonna be the plaintiff. All right, you both are on a reality TV show.
I hate
Aiden-
reality TV.
Aiden is suing
Me too.
Compy Bear for using his catchphrase, and it's really affected his social medias.
Okay, hang on. Was it a copyrighted catchphrase?
I'm gonna let you make that decision because you're the plaintiff.
Okay. That could make this a really set easy case for me.
Compy Bear, does that sound fair?
Okay, I don't watch reality TV shows, so I'm
We
kind
don't
of
have to
like
watch reality TV to make this a
Just
thing.
think
We
of
gotta
just
know
absurd,
TV.
obnoxious fun.
All right.
Yeah, we don't got to know reality TV. We just got to think
And
like.
besides, you chose to follow up off of him, so you just gotta listen to what he says and
I
play
know.
off of it.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, you
That's
got
why.
a minute. Aiden, you got a minute starting now.
All right, Your Honor, let it be known that the defendant here, CompuBear, happened to copyright infringe upon my copyrighted slogan, well, catchphrase, whatever you may want to call it. I have submitted those documents to the court, and it is copyrighted. And that's all I have to say is copyright infringement.
I'll reset the clock. You got a minute.
So, first off, he has to prove one, that it was copyrighted, that what I said was exactly the way he put it in his copyright. And I know for a fact that I did not. Secondly, you cannot copyright a common phrase used by everyone. It is not a copyrightable thing. It is not something you can do. So the fact that I was a couple words off means that I did not infringe on his copyright, even if his copyright was valid, which it is not valid, especially in this state. You cannot copyright a phrase. You can copyright a company name. You can copyright, ideas. Well, those are really patented, but you cannot copyright a phrase. A catchphrase is not something you can copyright. So, in this particular case, and since I said who the heck instead of what the hell, it's not the same thing.
You got a 1 minute rebuttal.
Your Honor, I have no idea what she's rambling on. That's not the phrase we were talking about. I have submitted the video, and the phrase she used, which is copyrighted, she is correct. You cannot copyright a common phrase. But who in their right mind uses words like shenanigans and such on a day-to-day basis? She blatantly stole my phrase, which is valid copyrighted in this state, as well as trademarked. It was not a common phrase she used. She did say word for word. We do have the video here in court. I've watched it several times myself. It is word for word what is on my copyright and trademarking papers.
He's kind of got you. He's kind of got you here at the moment.
I'm sorry. What kind of shenanigans is he bringing up here? I mean, this is exactly what I'm talking about. The fact that I used a common phrase and he's now claiming it's copyrighted and therefore I can't say it because, shenanigans. People use that word all the time. He's doing his shenanigans right here in this courtroom. I mean, that is a word that is used all the time, especially in the South. I mean, where I'm from, it's heard of all the time. Bless your poor little shenanigans. That's just a very common word and very common phrase. So, the fact that I happen to have maybe by accident used it, I have no idea that he copyrighted it. What? I go through and look through every copyrighted statement there is. See, this is the kind of shenanigans that he's pulling.
All right. You got 1 more minute. Or did I already do it?
Come on, let me do this one. I got a good one here.
All right. I'll give you each 1 more minute. Let's do it.
Your Honor, let it be known that the entire phrase she used was, "Oh, my blue purple shenanigans." And what day-to-day life is that phrase commonly used? Nowhere in the South is the word shenanigans hardly used. And especially in the words, "Oh, my," in my copyright there, as it says. I mean, she does not use that on a day-to-day basis. Nobody does. Those are words that nobody ever puts in the same sentence. I mean, this is a pretty clear-cut case of copyright infringement and trademark infringement.
All right. Compy Bear, do you have any last words?
I'm from Dallas, and that is exactly where I learned it from. So how can you say a phrase that is completely common that we hear all the time in Texas, that it can be copyrighted? That's like saying you
Objection,
can
Your Honor.
copyright the words
What's your objection?
video machine.
Can we clarify whether she is
X-ray
stating
or-
fact or opinion?
Yeah, is that factor or is that just your personal opinion?
Well, that's where I learned it from, so that definitely has to be fact.
I'd like to call a witness in for this one, like an expert witness on this one.
Okay, but we don't have enough people in here for that.
We don't have any expert
I was
witnesses.
giving you the opportunity there, okay?
We don't have any expert
I'm the
witnesses.
judge. I can't be the witness as well.
Multitask, okay?
It's all. Hey, you know what? This is all for fun, anyways. That was good. That was good, guys. You both.
I
did a
was
great
using
job.
real life tactics there, mother. I was using real shit up in the courtroom.
I can't believe we actually had a lawyer, like a corporate lawyer, and a stenographer in here tonight. That's great.
Oh hell! I should just come in here and start fucking recording all this on paper for you, just so you can make it more official.
if you want practice that you don't need, you go right
I
ahead.
will use this for practice on my off time, man.
Okay,
Don't get, I have
Candy,
my
it's
own.
up to you.
You know how
You need to
hilarious
vote.
that is?
Come on, vote.
Yes, we need votes. Come on, we got 30 seconds to go, everybody. Who do you think? Oh, wow. Right now we got hung jury, which means you each get another minute. We get one more vote. Come on,
Hey,
there's one more
let's just keep
person
this
here that can
going
vote
for a
tonight.
couple more hours.
They're like, we don't want to end this yet. Let's just keep going with what we got. We got 10 seconds left. We got one more opportunity to vote. Click right up here in the corner. My hand is not picking up. But if you pick up in the corner here, why isn't it picking my hand? Anyways, right where
It's
it
above
says
the word host. Above where it says host.
All right, so hung jury. We got hung jury. So you guys each get one more minute.
Yay.
All right. Go ahead.
All right, Your Honor. Let it be known that the show we are currently recording is taking place in Dallas, and all the recording we have done so far is in Dallas. I have no idea where she heard it from, unless she heard me say it in my trailer and she stole it from me there. I have no idea where she's getting this. I learned it in Dallas. If you've done your research, you'll know that hardly anybody ever uses the word shenanigans, let alone, I don't believe anybody other than myself has used, shenanigans in the same, as my copyrighted phrase, I don't believe anyone's ever done that. It's just, genuinely, I do not believe it's possible. I mean, she may say she heard it somewhere in Dallas, but can we prove that she learned it? I mean, Your Honor, this is a very clear-cut case of copyright infringement.
Okay. Compyberry, you got 1 minute.
I have to tell you, my grandma's been saying that since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. I have heard that phrase my entire life. So the fact that you think you can just pick up some common phrase somewhere and copyright it, and then I owe you money? No, not a chance. I think you need to check yourself. And if you have enough money to just be going around copywriting whatever statements you hear or whatever you hear, and then suing everybody just because they say that statement, I think you're the one that has the money problem, not me. And this should not be put on little old me for being able to say something I've been hearing my entire life.
Objection.
What's your objection?
Can we prove that what she is stating as fact or is?
No, we can't. I don't think we can. It's all hearsay.
But say I'm gonna pull a name. I'm gonna pull this is out of character for a second. I was about to say I'm gonna pull an Amber Heard's lawyer. Objection hearsay.
All right. Here's the deal, Candied. You heard both sides. Another minute. We got some vote. We got time to vote here. Let's go.
I mean, this is a really clear-cut case of copyright infringement here.
You can't copyright a common phrase.
Actually, it's been done before, so
But
yeah, you can.
Just the word shenanigans, I don't think is a phrase in general. It's just
Yeah.
a word.
Now, oh, my blue purple shenanigans is, and nobody fucking uses that.
If I ever hear somebody on the street say, "Oh, my purple shenanigans," Aiden, I'm gonna DM you, and it ain't gonna be nice. I'm gonna be like, "Are you kidding me?"
If I'm in the middle of a court case and you DM me, I want to explain to the judge why I've got to go out and take a 5-minute recess just to respond to that. He might get a little pissed with me.
In all fairness, though, shenanigans. I've heard that word shenanigans my entire life.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you've heard shenanigans, but you've never heard it in that fucking
My
phrase.
grandmother used to come. We're from the South, and my grandmother used to come in and we would get in such trouble for the shenanigans that we would cause.
So the jury has ruled in favor of the defendant, but here's what I want to do. Even though I want to wrap it up, let's do one more case for the hell of it. We've got 5 people in here right now.
Okay, go for it. Did you?
Okay, so first off, congratulations, Aiden. You won the case. Wait, were you the plaintiff or were you the defendant?
He was the plaintiff. I was the
Okay,
defendant.
CompuBear, you won the case.
Yes, thank you.
The jury ruled in favor of you. You won one tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, I did. Thank you.
Good. Aiden, I'm sorry.
Objection, Your Honor.
I led you on there. Our jury's just very, they don't know what they're talking about, I guess.
I'd
All right,
like
you want to flip the script this time?
Is there somebody that's come into the room that would like to come up and
Yes.
be
Hey,
either
so
the
Soldier,
defendant
welcome
or
in.
yeah,
Raquel,
I'll
welcome
step
in.
down.
Does
Oh wait,
anybody
no,
want to play
it's
attorneys
Aiden that
to
gets
the
to
plaintiff
step
and the
down this time.
defendant? Yes. Does anybody
Anybody
want
want
to
to
come
come
up?
in and
Even if we
be the
have one
defendant
person
or
that
the
wants to come in and just play a witness for either one of them, would be funny. Jordan Maxwell.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know
Let's
if
just get anybody in here who wants to come in.
we'll give it about a minute, and if nobody requests up,
well,
then
anybody got any ideas? Any ideas?
I
from the
have a
audience?
list of everything that I've
Oh,
been
I
doing
know
tonight.
you do. I meant the audience. Does the audience have any ideas?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
hoping maybe they might.
So,
Hey, Soldier, do you have an
JG.
off-the-wall scenario for our plaintiff and our defendant? They need to sue each other, but they need a scenario. And
I got a
welcome in.
funny
know
one.
You haven't been here before, so appreciate you. I gave you a follow.
I got a funny one.
What's
Go.
that?
No, because if he comes up, then I'm going to lose, I'm sure. So just go ahead.
Well, what's your scenario? You're cutting out really bad, Aiden.
Hello. Oh no, we're losing
You were
you.
like extremely choppy.
We're losing you. We're losing you.
Hey, try I'm gonna disconnect you and request back up.
Uh.
Here, I'll send you back up. Yeah, welcome in, Soldier. This is a lot of fun. I'm gonna invite you back up, Aiden.
I was about to say I was on my mobile data there, so I switched back over to my Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay.
What's your scenario idea?
I was about to say suing somebody over a stolen cow.
That's funny.
I've seen two farmers.
Wait, hold on. Is Compy Bear the plaintiff or the defendant?
That's up for you.
You stole my cow. You stole my Bessie.
Okay, so Compy Bear
I'd like
to
to.
And she's gonna sue you for stealing her cow?
Yeah.
All right, that works. Let's do it. Last one for the night, so let's make this as off the wall as possible, Compy Bear. You got 1 minute starting now.
Okay. So you stole my Bessie. My Bessie. You know, my Bessie needs to be milked every day, and without that milk, my children will go without milk. They will go without cheese. They are going to go hungry without my Bessie. And I love my Bessie. You have no idea. I've had that Bessie ever since she was a little baby cow that I nursed and bottle fed, and you stole my Bessie. How dare you steal my Bessie? What kind of a person goes into somebody else's farmyard and just takes their cow? What kind of a person does that? I saw you do it. You took my cow. How dare you take my cow?
You still got 15 seconds.
I'll leave it to him.
Okay. I'm going to expand you here, Aiden. You got 1 minute starting now.
Your Honor, let it be known that the cow in question is branded and ear tagged to my ranch and my farm. Not to the plaintiff's farm. That cow's name is also not Bessie, nor is it even a cow. It is my own hybrid of a cow mixed with a pig. The only difference is it no longer moves, it oinks.
You got anything else?
Your Honor, I have no idea where the plaintiff's cow went, but it was not to my farm. I did not steal anything.
Okay.
And let it be known that I have an alibi for where I was that night.
Okay. Compy Bear, you got a 1 minute rebuttal.
Okay, you don't even know what night it is to know that you have an alibi for that night. So obviously, you've taken my cow. You've rebranded the cow. My cow. You took my branding. You redid the branding. And now you're claiming that it's your cow. You don't even know what night it was stolen. We didn't even say what night it was, but you have an alibi for that night. No, what you're really saying is you did come in. You stole my cow. You rebranded the cow. And now you're saying you're going to keep my cow. I've had that cow since it was a little itty bitty baby cow. I nursed that cow with a milk bottle 3 times a day I nurse that cow. But no, now you're claiming that, oh, whatever day it was, which happened to have been a week ago, you just happen to already have an alibi for that day. I don't think so. I think you came into my yard just like me, and I'd get my children up if they were here. They also saw you take our poor Bessie out of our farmyard and take it to your farm.
She really gets that emotional aspect down. I gotta say, Compy Bear, you do really good with the
Yeah,
emotional
honestly,
aspect.
out of character for a second, she could go to fucking Broadway doing that. Anyway, back to
Go
it.
ahead. You got 1 minute.
Your Honor, let it be known that the cow has one brand, not two. It's impossible to rebrand a cow. Branding is either done with a cold iron, which leaves a permanent mark on the cow, or a hot iron, which leaves a permanent mark on the cow. There is no way to redo branding, cover up an old brand. You cannot change a brand once it's been done to a cow. As well as, I do have an alibi because I have a wife. I have an alibi for the past 3.5 years of my marriage. So, yes, I'm aware it was last week. Last week, I happened to be in town at a bar with my 3 friends, and there's about 10 people there who seen me and the bartender who ID'd and saw me. So, yeah, at the time of the accused theft, I was not even near our farm. Your farm or mine. I was in town drinking a Busch Light, relaxing.
That's like exactly a minute there. Good job.
I'm sorry, he took my 8, made it into an 86, and it's claiming it's his.
Realistically, that's not a brand. A brand would be like, let's say the name of the ranch was Red Austin River or some shit like that.
All
The
right.
brand would be RAR.
So, between Soldier and Candid, you both were tuning into the whole case. There's a poll in the corner right here. You got Compy Bear as a plaintiff. You got Aiden as a defendant. Pick who you think won that case. Just click
Come
that
on,
poll.
people, vote.
Let's get those votes in. This could go any way. Hung jury means they each get 1 more minute. So we got 1 vote in. Soldier, click on that poll right up there in the corner by my name. Oh,
Now,
you did.
what happens if they're split? Like, one's yes, one's no.
So
Then
I
we
have
get to go for
like
the
right
minute.
now it's a 50-50 split between plaintiff and hung jury. Honestly, I feel like you each could get 1 more minute just based off that.
I mean, I'm down for it. This is fun.
Yeah, so actually, I love the polls. Some of the shows when I have like 12 or 13, I've still had everybody vote, and it's a lot of fun. It makes the whole show a lot of fun.
This is really fun right now. I mean,
Good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. We don't need a bunch of people in here to have fun with it. So, all right. So here's what's going to happen, everybody. Aiden's back on the poll. He's got 1 more minute. Wait, hold on. Compy Bear gets 1 minute first. Sorry.
I get 1 minute first, thank you.
Yes, you
Wait,
go ahead
lady.
and plead your case.
So he took my brand as an 8 and made it into an 86, and I'm sorry, that's exactly what he's done. Because my brand is just an 8 for like lazy 8, and look, he's already telling you how much money he has. He has all of this money. I'm just this poor widow with 2 children that I am trying to feed and take care of, and I need that cow. Without that cow, my children are gonna go hungry. I need to be able to use the milk to make cheese and be able to sell that cheese. I need that milk to be able to feed my little 2 children. I mean, without that, they're gonna go hungry. And yet, my one little cow, you could take it, but you have all of those cows in your field. But you had to take my one and only little cow. What kind of a person goes and hangs out at a bar and then takes someone else's cow when that's all they've got to live off of?
That's good. Right. Look at that. Right at a minute.
yeah, I got to give you, yeah.
Go ahead. You got 1 minute.
Your Honor, let it be known that while her brand is an 8, mine does not even symbolize letters near an 8. My brand is ZYZ. So I have no idea what she's on about me changing the brand from an 8 to an 86. My brand, it's been submitted for evidence, is ZYZ. I mean, Your Honor, I don't know what happened to her beloved Bessie. I wish her the best for finding her beloved Bessie, but let it be known that I have stolen nothing. My brand is not remotely similar, and there's no way I can change it. The cow in question here does not even ever seem to have bared an 8 or a 6 or an 86. It has my brand of ZYZ on it, and she is in a severe case of hysteria at that.
I gotta say, CompuBear, his defense is strong. We should probably quit letting him be the defendant. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Listen, the longer you let me run defendant, the better my defenses are going to get, especially with things like this. I live in a small farming town. I see shit like this all the time.
He still took my cow.
We got 1 minute on
Objection,
the
Your
clock.
Honor.
We got 3 of you in here that can vote. So let's get those votes in, everybody.
Yeah, but I'm just saying is like, I see shit like this all the time. You know, last week we had a farmer come in and try and sue a guy over 50 pounds of wheat seed.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Let's get those votes in. I can only imagine.
I've actually seen cases where one farmer sued the corn farmer next door because corn seeds flew into his wheat field.
We had one farmer sue another farmer because he had wheat and a cow come over and started eating his wheat.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's like, I'm sorry, the corn seeds don't know that there's this arbitrary line.
I
between
mean,
them.
the one that gets me the most out of all of this. First off, the jury has ruled in favor of the plaintiff, 100%. So, CompuBear.
Yes, I get my cow back.
got
Thank
it.
you.
And
Thank
she's
you,
got that
jury.
emotional
Thank
play,
you for
like
giving
even
me
though
my
her
I'd like
point
to counter
isn't very
sue.
valid.
Like the counter sue.
Get my cow back. Thank you.
That's good. Hey, I
Yeah.
appreciate you guys putting in the polls. That makes the show a lot funner. A
Yeah.
lot more fun.
But-
so.
Yeah. No, but JG,
Yes.
can I tell you my favorite case I've ever seen in my entire
Yes,
career?
because we're gonna wrap this up because I need to get to bed.
My
But I want to hear this.
favorite case in my entire career
Thank you for the
was
rose.
based off the Fourth Amendment. You know, the whole thing about illegal search and seizure. We had a guy who claimed he got illegally searched, and the cops found 14 pounds of methamphetamines on him.
Wow. Hey, Soldier, thank you for showing everybody in here love. That's what?
Thank you.
That's absurd.
Thank you so much. Oh, I got a rose.
14 pounds, not
Rose.
like
Thank you
an
so much
ounce
for that
a teen.
rose.
Yes.
14
I love that.
pounds.
Thank you.
That was a court case?
Yeah, the cops stopped the guy on a speeding violation. The cop said he's seen it in the back seat, right?
Yep.
And he said that was his probable cause, but according to what was seen on body cam and based off of actual evidence, it was strapped in the spare tire.
Wow.
Yeah, that case got thrown out quick. The officer got in trouble for it, and yeah, it was fun.
Oh, that's great. I got pulled over once. I was eating a sub sandwich. It was a rainy day. I was eating a sub sandwich at an intersection, and somebody called the cops on me saying I was smoking a bong in the car.
I mean, I could see where they get that confused.
But it's a
Right.
Subway sandwich. It's not like it's a freaking. It was.
I mean, my favorite thing I ever got pulled over for is I was in my car on, I guess you can call it on a break at work in the parking lot, right?
Yeah.
On my computer, and someone said I was engaging in certain sexual acts in my car.
Wow.
When the cop pulled up,
Interesting.
saw my laptop and my laptop in my lap, he just said, "You're good. Have a good day."
Anyway, good night, people. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Let
much,
me-
both of you. Aiden, thank you so much.
I have an absolute blast. I don't know what we have to do to get more jury people in here to watch
So-
this.
I don't.
Yeah.
So I need to be
Because
consistent
you-
with 10 p.m. I have to be consistent with 10 p.m. But with kids, it's hard.
I know,
Um,
and I understand. Having raised 14 children, I totally
Yes.
understand that.
So I
Um,
want to do. I would like to do it 4 nights a week. It's just really 3 is fine, but I'd like to shoot for 4 nights a week.
We'll see. JG, I'll also say is
Thank you.
on the rarity. I mean, we can have cases go on for
Oh yeah.
while. I mean,
I just want to get more of an audience. You
So-
know, like
Yeah.
we don't need the audience,
So
but it does make it more
it's
fun.
even better if you have less nights, but you are more consistent. Like you're here every Monday and Wednesday night, come hell or high water at
Yeah.
9 a.m. Right?
which
I agree.
which
If
is
you can be
convenient for me.
consistent, then you'll get more of an audience. It doesn't. It's not the amount of nights. Just pick 2 nights and say, okay, we will be here every
At this
Monday
time,
and
yeah.
Wednesday night, and then
Yeah.
just blast out the advertisement everywhere.
Well, see, my other thing is also like I work Monday through Friday, so
Yeah.
I also work Saturday and Sunday, depending, but usually
Oh, that sounds god awful.
courts are closed usually. But if we get like a stupidly high profile case, it stretches on for days and days, and I'm my hands.
Either way, Aiden, what I'll do from now on, because I usually send CompuBear a share, I'll share it to you as well. So if you're available, you're welcome.
Yeah, if I'm not at work and I'm not too tired to do anything or my hands don't kill me, I'll be in here.
Wonderful. Thank
What
you
I
so
was gonna
much.
say is my job is typing, but I have arthritis in both wrists.
Oh, God. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway,
Well,
good night,
Bottle of
Michael.
Tylenol, arthritis
Thank
relief
you.
in my fucking pocket.
Thank
at
you
all
very
times.
much.
Thank you so much. Thank you both, Aiden. Both of you have a wonderful night. All right.
You too. Just stay safe and don't go chasing a waterfall.
I don't chase any waterfalls. We're good on that. All right, I'm gonna get some sleep. You guys have a good night.